Yes, Ini, yes. One quick one, huh? We have to.
I think you mentioned about the collaboration with Cisco and some private sectors. Now, we are actually looking into some of those collaborations and corporations because what we're trying to do is try and sort of push the system so that it really revamps our ICT network, if you will. I mean, we're actually talking with the Cisco to see if they could install telepresence, for example, so that we don't have to travel where it's not necessary. And I'm just wondering what the latest is in terms of the dialogue.
Well, there are so many technologies available now. I mean, we are using Illuminate. There is another one which is being said, DimDim, which is an Indian small company, and they have offered this technology, and we used it very successfully only last week. Sitting here, we were talking to Geneva and to people in a number of other capitals simultaneously, and we do every week, every other week we do conferences with Monterrey and Geneva and Paris and California, Rome, Milan, 10 different cities talking to each other and working together on texts and so on without traveling. And I absolutely agree with you that if you are able to capture some of what is going on, and the UN system, and you are the guys who are capable of doing it. You are the leaders. You are the path breakers, the pioneers who can help the UN move away from this idea of traveling to meetings. By the way, I personally hate traveling. So how to do it is now within reach. But the question is, we have to break the barriers, the mindsets. We have to break the cultural barriers. We have to break the organizational and functional barriers and become like the bits and bytes of the internet and be part of the broader human network without necessarily traveling and having a green, the carbon impact and all of that. We can certainly reduce it by great extent. Of course, in the end, face-to-face is necessary. But maybe I was just thinking when the UNEP lady was talking very eloquently, why does the General Assembly need to have a 3-month annual session today? It was the case in 1945 that they had to travel by ship. They used to take 1 month to travel from all over the world to New York to have this 3-month session because they felt if you are traveling for 1 month, you need to stay 3 months. Now you don't need to. All the work of the General Assembly can be done in a matter of few weeks. 3 weeks or 4 weeks at the most. Why does the UNICEF Executive Board need to meet four times a year? It is not necessary today. Why is the UNDP Board meets four times a year? Why should we in the steering committee of the Global Alliance, which is one of the most powerful set of people, 15 members, meets only 2 hours a year? Our steering committee meets once a year for 2 hours, face-to-face. Of course, we have all the time contact and consultations online going on.
Well,
we need to start thinking in the UN this carbon footprint issue, these green meetings, how not only to have green meetings, but reduce the number of meetings from maybe 10,000 a year. If you look at all the UN system organizations having meetings, you maybe probably end up more than 10,000 meetings a year. Reduce them to 1,000 in the next 3-4 years.
Well, maybe the Web for Dev, we could just meet for 5 minutes next year, actually. How about that?
Yeah.
Do this by thing. So
yeah, I actually mean, if you prepare the meeting in advance, the goal should be like what we do, try to do at least. We are just at the beginning of this process. Every meeting, before it is held, we launch a 2-week or 3-week online consultation. The papers are put online. The discussions continue to take place. We are going to have a brainstorming session on the future role of the Global Alliance in Geneva on 23rd of February. I encourage all of you to participate in that. That session is taking place in Geneva. We will be connected with them and many other people from around the world. The brainstorming session is how much? 1 hour and 45 minutes, from 1:30 to 2:45. There will be about 20 or 30 people in that room. Hundreds of people will be connected from outside. We will be connected. And there's a 3-week online discussion taking place already. All the issues have been put on the table. Everyone knows what we are talking about. So that 1.5 hours is going to be used really to come to some conclusions.
I think those are some good, good food for thought. I'm sorry, we have to cut you off here because I'm getting, I'm getting all of my.
I've got the message across. I hope.
But let's continue over coffee. I think we're going to have to keep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.